the ridiculous phone system back up and working. Happens a couple times a year. This office looks like the Jawa land crawler on the inside of it. 888-201-2244, 888-201-2244, 888-201-2244, or locally in Central Texas. If we're listening on, say, 590 AM, KLBJ. To say it properly, News Radio 590 KLBJ. 512-646-1776. If the word 1776 offends you, I'm sorry that George Soros has brainwashed you. So, Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck talking about staged terror attacks. Do you? And then we're going to your phone calls. Do you have the clip of Savage? Were you able to pull that up quickly? I know I've got one guy in here today doing the job of 3 people. We'll pull it up later. Yeah. I mean, the point is that the things I've talked about for 14 years being laughed at are now mainstream news, and the establishment doesn't like that. Some of the other news, while we're queuing that up, I want to hear from listeners about, I mean, what does this mean for this show? Because, I mean, it's got me looking over my back to have Media Matters attacking me and all these George Soros, Rockefeller government fronts. I mean, they admit these are run by the Security Council, by the State Department, by spooks, by the government. And the government launders money through these foundations and through Acorn, and then they launder it back out in the media. Now they're going to have a tax of all internet, AM and FM radio. They're now saying FCC is going to be over the web. I mean, the FCC can go jump off a cliff if they start trying to regulate free speech on the web. I mean, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. Get off my back, parasites. I can't take anymore. And the people can't take anymore. Then I've got all this other news. Hospitals gear up for flu epidemic, and they're saying it's above a level 6. A level 6 was the highest. It's like the color-coded. Red's the highest. Are they going to go to purple level? They've done that. Scientists tell Swedish TV, World Health Organization pandemic criteria lowered to benefit Big Pharma. Flu shot or get fired. That's being announced all over the country and the world. So we're going to go over all of those reports after I take some phone calls. But here's Michael Savage saying Obama's going to stage a terror attack. And I agree with him. If Obama doesn't stage a terror attack like Bush did, that is the people handling Bush and Obama, it's way above them, then it's over. In fact, I haven't checked in a week. What's the Rasmussen Daily Tracker? It was 41 last Sunday. And he was losing on average 1.5 a week. Was it 39? Is that possible? Lowest ever for any president 8 months in? Let's go ahead and play the Savage clip. Here it is.
Now I'll make another prediction. I predict that very soon Obama will create a crisis along the lines of the Reichstag fire. I don't know what form it will take, but I believe that once the minions are seen for what they are, Rahm Emanuel and his gang will set off a Reichstag fire in this country of some kind, and they will recall the military dictatorship of Lincoln and Stanton during the Civil War, when civilian suspects were arrested without warrant. I will tell you as I sit here, I fear that every night as I go to sleep.
All right, that's enough.
I put nothing.
You can go listen to hours of it if you want. The issue here is that everybody's getting it. And now Army manuals were declassified. We've listed the Army number here before. You can just search engine, or startpage.com is a good search engine. You can just startpage.com the term, or Google the term, Army Field Manual False Flag. And it tells the Army, blow up a school bus, shoot some people, blame it on your enemies. Works well. And they're like, little kids, I'm favorite. You know, that's how you roll. You splatter some kids up against a wall, hand grenade a school bus, and the Army's argument is, well, that helps us win the war, and then that saves lives. It's called collateral damage. See, generals for 5,000 years of recorded history have sent in... Excuse me. Generals for thousands of years have sent in what they call sacrificial forces, or pawns. Pawn sacrifice. And they stage terror attacks. That's the modern version. But before, you would send in, say, with the cavalry, you'd send in a unit of 100 guys into Apache-infested territory, knowing the Apaches are going to wipe them out. And the officer leading them in knows that. Try to hold out behind some rocks. You're probably all going to get killed, but we're all macho here. Yes, sir, I'm ready to die. And once look at the Alamo. They sent them down there saying you're probably going to get wiped out. And then Travis said we're probably all going to get killed, but this will help us get the state. And they're like, hell yeah, that sounds like a good way to die. I mean, these are, so once you have that attitude, it's over. We're going to do it for America, blow up those towers and get tough. Yeah. The Muslim extremists, we've got to do it to get the American people to pay attention. Oh, you don't like hearing that. It doesn't fit into your left-right paradigm. It's the facts, ladies and gentlemen. Just like Northwoods called for hijacking jets and bombing D.C. and crashing jets to blame it on foreign enemies, just like Gulf of Tonkin was staged, just like USS Liberty was staged, just like Operation Ajax was staged. It's admitted that governments do this. And they do not like Rush Limbaugh, Glenn Beck, and Michael Savage coming out and saying Obama's going to stage this stuff. Because, see, what happened is, back when I was exposing all of this, when it was Bush as the puppet, these guys hated me and attacked me. But now that Obama's in there, they are so partisan that they are actually telling the truth. And I think it's a beautiful thing. And I think it says that the kind of phony right-wing edifice has more credibility and more guts in it than the fake foundation left does. Because you would never hear the left, the mainline left, agreeing that 9/11 was an inside job. In fact, that pig creature, Ed Schultz, and the rest of them would get up there and attack me every week. And they would call to have Mike Malloy fired off of Air America, which they did, because Mike Malloy was the only host on there that would tell the truth, so I respect him. I'll tell you something, too. Daniel Ellsberg, I can tell you, I wouldn't believe who I heard. I wouldn't believe who I got this from. Says he hates Obama because he's a total fraud, a corporate shill. See, I can respect somebody, even if I disagree with them, like a Congressman Kucinich. I don't agree with a lot of things he's for. I agree with some of it. But I like him because he's for real and believes he's helping the people and will tell you what he really thinks. And I've got to tell you, I'm trying to figure this out. Why is Limbaugh telling the truth? Why is Glenn Beck telling the truth? Why is, I don't think Savage is an operative. Limbaugh, I just think, is a creature of the system. Beck, I know is an operative. I mean, I predicted what he's going to do before. So it is just off the charts here, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening. And it is real. So we're going to go to break, come back, and for 2 segments, take your calls. 888-201-2244 or 512-646-1776. And I will try to refrain and just shut up and take your calls because I want to get your response to this. I mean, the feds are saying they're taking over the entire internet, and local ISPs will have local federally certified Commissar political officers over you. Just like China, internet police that are a private, corporate, privatized force. I mean, that's the bill. This is really going on. But only emergency control, but the feds will be hooked into all your local servers. So we're going to come back, go over your calls, and then get into some flu news and some brief economic news as well. Again, the websites are prisonplanet.tv and Infowars.com. Stay with us.